Well, hello there. Today I'd like to introduce you into one of my all-time favorite incremental idlers, which is antimatter dimensions. This is it. Once you first start, I had to reset all my progress. It's been a while since I played this game. Okay, you have, this is the current. I believe we all start with 10 antimatter, and it gives you a number as to how much you're producing. This game is fully fledged. It's going to take quite a while. I'm just going to run you through some of the basics, and you'll start to figure out the gameplay loop. Purchase here. So you use antimatter to purchase dimensions, and there will be different levels of dimensions. I'm not sure if they've updated this to mean to add any more new features, but so we've already crossed the threshold of antimatter. And we can buy what's max, set to max. Okay. Okay. Next upgrade is 10,000. All right. Tick speed is the number of ticks that, here's an example. So total tick speed is 1 tick per second. And I believe we can buy we can reduce the tick speed so that it doesn't stay on 1 tick per second. Okay. There's a prestige mechanic also kind of integrated into this. Why is this in yellow? Okay. Okay, right now tick speed is 1 per second. Let's see what happens. Oh, now it's 1.125 per second. Nice. May not mean much early on, but once you start to gain any number of antimatter dimensions, the tick speed will be very useful because it applies to everything. There are also some fun things that the author kind of puts in every now and then. We're about to hit 10,000. Okay. Half-Life 3 confirmed. The creator of this game definitely had fun with it. Free rune armor trimming. So in terms of the base game, this is it. Once you start resetting your dimensions, you'll come across something else. Forgot what it was. There's an extra thing beyond dimensions. Seems muted. It has a shop now. Okay. Not sure if we care about these right now. I wonder how old this game is. I felt like I played this game quite a while back, maybe 1 or 2 years ago, maybe longer than that. Dimension boost requires 24th antimatter dimensions. We're now running at 1.2 ticks per second. Okay, 4th antimatter costs 1 million. I think we might be better off improving tick speed. Oh, wait. If it does that, we're going to move on to the next tier. I wonder how good it'll be. This is, I don't remember this, but it seems to mean, I think it means that the, for example, first antimatter dimension means it's taking up 2.3% of the total production. We'll see though. Okay, now tick speed again. Oh yeah, I had it set to until 10. Doesn't matter though. Buy one means I can buy one. But if I hit until 10, you saw where there was kind of a gray bar that told you if you could buy two or more of one upgrade. It's not just one. I think I'm understanding that correctly. I think I want to go with tick speed here. 1.5, almost 1.6 ticks per second. Look at how quickly we're moving. See what happens when we get 1/4 antimatter dimension. Left L4D, left 4 dimension. Told you. The creator of this game definitely had fun creating this game. If you gaze long enough into the antimatter gazes back into you. You know what that reminds me of a Batman quote? Where if you look into the abyss, if you look into darkness, darkness looks back. But not sure if that's exclusive to Batman. I believe Batman was also quoting something else, something in real life. Oh, that's interesting. Now it's saying dimension 3 is 2.4%. I wonder if I'm understanding that correctly. From what I gather, whenever you buy antimatter dimensions, you'll notice the number keeps going up, so it kind of feeds into itself. I think what's also happening is fourth antimatter dimension is feeding into third, and third feeding into second, and then into first. It seems like that's what's happening, but I can't confirm. I think we want to buy tick speed again. The good thing about tick speed is that it affects everything, makes everything better. Again, let's see. If I buy this, will the multiplier change? Antimatter's honest. Matter makes up everything. Yeah, the multiplier changed. From 4.2, I think it went up to 4.5. This is 1 tera. 1 trillion. Yeah, 1 trillion antimatter. So right now, first antimatter is 4.5. Let's see. Achievement, fake news. Okay. 4.6 now. 9.27 after the, once you get to a full 10. Kind of a block of 10. Tick speed? Yes, sir. you can see a little bit of your nose at all times. And that's true. $1 trillion. I think we're about to hit the trillion. Sassy nest pass on message de novo. I wonder if this is Spanish. I have no idea. I have no Spanish in me. Well, Spanish bread. But actual Spanish, no. Tick speed. We're now at 2.2 ticks per second. This news message is a test of News 2.0. News 2.0 will feature things like the ability to listen to an audio version. Wait.
This news message
Oh, yeah.
is a test of News 2.0. News 2.0 will feature things like the ability to listen to an audio version of any news message.
We actually heard someone. I think that's new. That wasn't it. This game was all text and math. It should work now, but it doesn't. Heavy Pell. What was the name of the creator? I think the concept also is that you create or accumulate enough antimatter that it cancels out the universe, and then that's when you have to restart a galaxy or something. Dim boosts. Yeah, I remember that being a thing, but I don't think we're leveled up enough to see it. Heaven knows I've tried. Do not give. This is probably a reference to a song. Let it grow. Yeah, I knew it. Let it grow, can't hold it back. If it takes all day. Oh, Big Crunch. It's the theory that the universe will end up into a big crunch. And I believe it's also just another way of approaching the prestige mechanic, if you will. Oh, I should have wondered tick speed. Anyway. Pripyat. Reminds me of Escape from Tarkov and Escape from Tarkov, the Metro series, if you played Metro Exodus, Metro Last Light. Is anyone here familiar enough with nuclear energy? I'm not. I haven't looked into it enough. But I am curious about, in terms of us as a civilization, what's the actual impact of nuclear energy? What if we touched antimatter? Haha, kidding. Unless... I'm not too much into science, but I believe that I believe there's a theory that for every piece of matter, there is an equivalent antimatter. And if each other collided, I believe it would kind of neutralize each other. If every antimatter were an apple, you would have enough to keep all the doctors away for 3,000 years. I think the good thing about this news thing rolling by, it keeps you busy for situations like this where nothing is really happening. Okay, wow. Yeah, that's a bunch of speed, man. The believers of this religion worship the heavenly Pel. Is the creator's name Pel? I forgot. The goddess of antimatter. They also believe that infinite is infinite. Wow. Shocker. What I appreciate about this game is that the creator is also very witty. Sometimes really smart when it comes to some of those lines. This message will never appear on the news ticker. Isn't that cool? Sure. Sure it won't. Let's see, it's okay, we're not billions. We're closer to the trillion. And nothing anti-matters. I see a silhouette. Scaramouche, Scaramouche. Gonna take a while. Do I want to go with tick speed? Or do I want to buy fourth antimatter dimension? How does NASA organize a party? They plan it. Of course they do. Tick speed or 1/4 antimatter? I think we want to try this one. Make me sleep, put me to sleep inside. I can't sleep, put me to sleep inside. Leave me. Evanescence fans, stand up. Whisper my name and give me to the dark. It takes a lot of effort to put clever things like that, man. Lead me to the nothing I become. Any of you guys watching are old enough to remember that song from Evanescence? Let me know. Now it's 10 trillion for tick speed, but our tick speed is 3.233. This game is pretty long. I won't be able to finish it, but just want to give you this heavy, just pick quotes to put into the game. Maybe that's the name of the creator, or at least a nickname. But at least just hoping to give you guys a general sense for the gameplay loop. It's crazy to me how I can enjoy just numbers going up. I mean, if you look at a lot of the games these days, there are a lot of fun games that are first person, third person, but this is just something new. We're looking at just text and math running in the background. We're fourth antimatter dimensions away from getting a dimension boost. But I believe that getting a dimension boost that early, I'm not sure if it's worth it. Research your dimensions to unlock the 5th dimension and give it a times 2 multiplier to the 1st dimension. Yeah. So get to reset your dimension. Get to the point where you reset the 4th dimension, start over, get until the 5th dimension, start over, and then get the 6th. And I think that's how, at least initially, until, do we get to the 9th? I believe there are 9 dimensions. Could be wrong. Okay. So the dimension boost is all of these, I think. Forgot how antimatter galaxies work. Reset your dimensions. Okay, we reached 20 antimatter dimensions. Now we can go to, we can start. Yep. And now we're back. Now we need 25th antimatter dimensions to get to the 6th one. So we're way faster now. So that means, I think, for the next one, the 2nd antimatter dimension will get, if we reset, it'll get a times 2 multiplier, just like the 1st antimatter dimension. I think I want to get the 1/3, and then go to tick speed. 1. Tick speed now. 2. Okay. Takes 1,000,000 for this one. Do I want to go with this or tick speed? Maybe let's just get it to, I believe this will be from 4.6 to 9 something. Okay. 9.27. Now tick speed. Reset your dimensions to unlock the 6th dimension and give a times 2 multiplier to dimensions 1 and 2. Oh, okay. So it's not just dimension 2 that'll get an upgrade. Dimension 1 will also get an upgrade. There it is. The 5th one. I wonder if this means this number times this number, which kind of contributes to this number. Seems like it. Number go up mentality. Hashtag represent. You made one antimatter, whatever that means. Okay, from 1.6 1.16, it's now 2.32. After moving from 2.32, will it just double to 4.6? Let's see if that's what happens. Let's wait until 10. 4.6. Ah, so yeah, it just doubles when you get to the next block of 10. Tick speed. We're now generating 1.2 million antimatter per second. From 9.27 should double again to 18, 18.4, 18.5. We'll see. Okay, there we go. Yeah, 18.5. Looks like that's how it works. So when you complete a block of 10, the multiplier here is doubled. $1 billion. I think let's try tick speed after this one. 1 billion. And then we'll buy 1/5 antimatter dimension. Okay. Requires 25th antimatter dimension. All right, 1 out of 20. 5-dimension antimatter punch. Japanese complain as haikus can't be shown here. Conflict arises. The thing about this game is also it runs on offline. So to my memory, this runs offline. So that means if we exit, we might still have the progress. Because when I came back, I think it already saved a few details. Or was that because I logged in? I'm not sure. I want to wait for tick speed on this one. We now have 10 5th antimatter dimension. We need 10 more. The board of directors at Antimatter. What does the other N mean? Thinks you should replace the news ticker with a banner advertisement. Please sign our change.org petition so we can stop them before it's too late. How often do you guys like being outside of your comfort zone? I mean, the reason why we play incremental idler games is to be mostly within our comfort zone, but I'm sure there are still instances where you feel like going outside of your comfort zone is beneficial. How often do you guys look into that? I've been recently in my outside of my comfort zone by exploring pickleball. I've never played pickleball before, I think just last month. And earlier today was only my fifth session. So, and I'm not going into proper training. It's just a bunch of casuals grouping together, playing around. It's my partner that's really interested in this. And then slowly I start learning a few things that, oh, well, more showing. Some people are really nice. They're teaching me, hey, if you want to hold your handle, you want to hold it like this. This is how to serve. And then slowly learning the rules. I haven't even looked up any actual videos myself. So I'm only casually interested. Haven't really looked up any particular drills, understanding the basics, nothing like that. But I am outside of my comfort zone. This link is a Rickroll. Aw. Thomas, the tank engine theme. Okay. Fair enough. It's been copyrighted. Tick speed. Import Christmas for a secret theme. How? Where? I think I want to wait for the 10 trillion antimatter here. I feel like that's going to be a much more impactful upgrade compared to this one. What does the shop do? You must be logged in to purchase STD coins. That seems like a weird name. Oh, STD coins. I don't get it. More tick speed here. Okay, buy that. Get some of these, get some of that. Still quite a bit far from getting another 5th antimatter dimension. Could wait for the next tick upgrade. We'll see. Shoutouts to Simple Flips. What's that? Okay, now that we're getting 1 trillion antimatter per second, this should be a little faster. Hey, it's me, you from the future. I came back to give you this warning. Pay very close attention to the next news ticker. In my timeline, we ignored it, and humanity has regretted it ever since. I wonder how I would deal with that if time travel was ever a thing and someone actually dared to go back in time. My older self acquired the technology to be able to do that, to jump back in time. I wonder what I would say to myself. With the final update, Antimatter Dimensions has been finished. Thank you for playing. However, in the very near future, Antimatter Dimensions will be released as a game, Steam. And before you ask, it's not a sequel, it's a reboot. Okay? Look forward to it in 5 hours. Ah, it's a reboot. Maybe the rebooting of the universe. Okay, now we're generating 10 trillion per second. Antimatter guns don't kill antimatter people. Antimatter people kill antimatter people. But does that mean antimatter toaster doesn't toast and antimatter toasts what? Antimatter toaster doesn't toast antimatter toasts. Antimatter toasts antimatter. I'm confused. Okay. I think we want to get this. Wait, after what? It's 1 QA now. Yeah, tick speed. I prefer tick speed here. Tick speed just speeds up everything. What if I max out this first compared to this? It's now 19. Wow. Okay. Now this one from 4.878. Ah, will that mean if it doubles? Let's see what happens here. Doubles from 9.5, but this number hasn't been affected. Wonder what... Is it because I came back to this that I didn't get a tutorial? I don't know. Or maybe the game doesn't have a tutorial. I'm mostly going off of muscle memory. These puzzles are the perfect way to spend some quality time with your family. Wow, we're still well, we're closer now. We've hit QA. I don't know what this means. It's after trillion, right? This is 100 QA. Can I click that? Is there a no sound? 10 QA. These numbers are so big. I'm not even sure what I'm if I understand them correctly. $100 QA could be good here. Stage magic, such as illusions, has an interesting history. A mix of charlatans attempting to scam people and actors acting out performances using illusions or sleight of hand. Altering styles of magic and continued discourse and disagreements over where it should be stated that it is an illusion and whether people will magically realize that it is fake and that it does not need to be stated. Schism. A schism a century ago split magic into two types: gentle, simplistic utilitarian tricks, and grand spectacles involving the flashy machinery and beautiful assistants. Have you seen some of those shows? Originated from the popularization of a single trick involving sawing a person. I've seen that trick in half. Seen that trick for a few times. Much more interesting than watching some TV psychic pretending to pull a lottery ticket out from a news ticker. At any rate. Speaking of which, tonight's lottery numbers are 23, 10, 81, 106.4, 3 plus 2I, and E. Oh, we're now pulling 1 QA antimatter per second. I'm going to go with ticker speed here. This is times 76.42. Does that mean this 3.3 trillion times 76.42 adds to this? Ticker speed, let's go. Doesn't leave, just mutes the server so he doesn't receive notifications. I feel like this is related to Discord. But I've left Discord servers where I feel like it's just cluttering my notifications. Okay. Do I want to do this or upgrade this? Let's upgrade this. Times 152. Okay. Wow, finally. Quite a while. Reset your dimensions and dimension boost to increase power of tick speed upgrades. Antimatter galaxies. I think after you complete all nine galaxies. But that's going to be quite a while. So we're already 44 minutes in. This game requires a lot of time. But it kind of snowballs after a while once you start resetting, getting enough dimension boosts and resetting antimatter galaxies. It starts to kind of speed up from there. Okay, now we can reset your dimensions to unlock the 6th dimension and give a ×2 multiplier to dimensions 1 and 2. Confirm. If I hit max all, no. Get to 1,000. Vibe check. Now dimension boost shows 2. Yeah, and then we'll just repeat this the whole thing again. Anyway, just thought I'd show you guys one of the oldest idle incremental games I've played, and there's still some joy into this one. It's just that it's gonna require a bit of time for you to progress through and to feel like, oh wow, I'm actually speeding up, progressing very quickly. Hopefully, this gives you a quick window into this game. Highly recommend. If you want to lose some hours, Antimatter Dimensions, definitely pretty good. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.